Hey, how's it going? My name's Ruby. Let's have a look at what's making news. We are 2 weeks out from the federal election, and around the country, young people have been reminding politicians that tackling climate change is something they care a lot about.
A few politicians would have found it a little tough to get to work today because of this.
Sea levels are rising! Your ignorance is blinding!
Thousands of young people all over the country set up protests outside the offices of politicians like Tony Abbott, Anthony Albanese, and the Prime Minister Scott Morrison to protest climate change.
As we know, the federal election is coming up in just a few weeks, and we need to make it a climate election.
I'm here to, take action for what's going on in this world and what's going to happen if we're not going to do something about it.
I'm one of the kids of the future, and I want to have a safer climate when I'm a grown-up.
These protest events have happened before, and the teens say they'll happen again until leaders get the message and start to act.
We want climate action, and we're not going to wait 12 years until we can't do anything. We need it now.
We're continuing to protest no matter what government gets in until all our demands are met.
Over in India, nearly 1 million people are being evacuated from their homes. Cyclone Fani hit the state of Odisha today, and it's moving up along the east coast, which is home to about 100 million people. Schools, unis and airports have all been closed, and shelters have been set up so people have somewhere to stay. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you can now experience the Wizarding World in augmented reality. The creators of the insanely popular AR game Pokemon Go have just released Wizards Unite. Just like Pokemon Go, the game uses the camera in your phone to make magic things happen in the real world. Pokemon Go was one of the first super popular AR games. At its peak, it had tens of millions of daily players and made more than $200 million in its first month of release, which was a world record for a mobile game. Wizards Unite is still in the beta stage, which means it's being tested for bugs and glitches. But lucky us, it's only available to download in Australia and New Zealand right now. If you've got a dog or a cat at home, chances are you love showering it with affection, like kisses and cuddles. But that might not actually be the best thing for your furry friend.
Usually when people talk about cats or dogs licking your face, they're worried about the germs you can catch from your pet. But a new study reckons we're guilty of passing on some nasty germs to them too.
Engaging in behaviours where there's an exchange of saliva that could potentially pose a risk.
Experts are worried about humans accidentally passing on antibiotic-resistant germs. Antibiotics are used to treat a whole heap of different bugs, but sometimes strong bacteria survive and become resistant to treatment, and that can be bad news if you or your pet pass it on to each other. The study also says pets shouldn't eat or drink from the same plates and cups their owners do, just in case there's some human saliva left over. Of course, you can still cuddle your four-legged friends, but experts reckon you should avoid kissing them on the mouth and make sure they're eating from their own bowl so you don't get them or us sick.
Our next segment follows the twists and turns of life. It's called Births, Deaths and Marriages. First, the birth. This little Asian small-clawed otter pup was born a couple of months ago at Adelaide Zoo, and this week she and her brother had their first checkup. They were both microchipped and given a general physical exam, and in case you're wondering, both of them passed with flying colours. Today, people around the world remembered the life of Peter Mayhew, who passed away this morning. You might not recognise his face, but you probably do recognise his costume. He played the role of Chewbacca in Star Wars, in the original 1970s trilogy and the recent sequel trilogy as well. In amongst the thousands of tributes posted online, Peter's co-star Mike Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker, said Peter had been a loyal friend with a big heart. And finally, to the marriage. It looks like pop star Joe Jonas and actress Sophie Turner have tied the knot. The couple didn't have any public plans for their wedding, but Snapchats posted by a bunch of celebrities show them apparently being married by a Las Vegas Elvis impersonator after the Billboard Music Awards. And that is the show for today, my friends. And if you'll excuse me, I have some very important business to attend to.